Yo, everyone. Man, my hair always so bad. It's just dull. But then I got that whole ass for cheap haircut. So if you see me wearing a hood, it's because, well, hairline is not great. Reacting to best fun first cars for people that like cars.
Welcome back to Idealist. So, you want a cheap, fun car and you're an enthusiast? Let's put you in the driver's seat because number 7 comes with a dash of oversteer. It's the S14 240 SX. Now, you probably heard about
Those are way over budget now.
this car named Silvia. Yeah, it has a huge aftermarket and is easy to work on and maintain. It's
but I would love an S15.
SX, and there's still some available within a cheap car enthusiast budget. Having a first car that you can work on is a good thing, and it teaches you a lot. It may not be the most impressive car to some people, but to the right people, it is really impressive. You drive an old 240. You can still get one for under 7K and keep it stock, or you can turn it into an ideal drift missile. So the ideal car score is 1.5 volts. Only if you're a drifter should you be looking at this type of ride.
But real quick, big thanks to today's sponsor.
I would definitely love a 240.
Supercar
video.
Number 6, the C5 Chevrolet Corvette.
S15,
the new Corvette
preferably.
is a supercar
Or an
killer,
S13.
and its older brother, the C5, is nothing short of amazing for a first ride on the wild side.
And America has some really nice cars for such a cheap price, bro.
Impressive 350 horses and 360 foot-pounds of torque.
Here in the
The power
Netherlands,
plant is
ain't no
breathless,
fun nowhere.
begging for more. And when you pair it with a slick shift and 6-speed manual, well, let's just say it's a match made in heaven. But the C5 Corvette isn't just about power. It's also packed with features to make your driving experience unforgettable. From the sport tune suspension and active handling system to the leather bucket seats and Bose sound system.
I love the look of that
Every inch
Corvette.
This car has been designed for maximum performance. Plus, it's a head turner with sleek lines and an aggressive stance. You will be noticed. I guarantee it. So the fact
People
that you can
don't
still
really
find
care
clean one
about
for
a
under
Corvette
10K,
C5.
with a 6-speed manual might just be the most ideal pick.
But
on
it's
this
loud
list.
and it's fun.
So the ideal score, well, it's only 2 lightning bolts.
And it's also so
Because,
cheap
well,
for
it does
them,
lack some
bro. For me, it
practicality,
costs
but it makes
like
it up
over
for
15K
performance.
minimum,
Plus, guys, links
if you
to
can
all
even
these
find
cars
one.
down in the description via
Probably
Autotempest,
30K
so
or
go check
something.
them out.
Have to import it
Number
from
5,
America.
The Toyobaru FRS BRZ.
Bro,
the
again,
Scion BRZ, or the
they are not
Subaru
cheap.
FRS.
They're like 20K in the Netherlands. I look. I've looked.
The same, but
I've kept
different.
my eye out.
Although yes, they do have their unique styling and tuning. You can't go wrong with either if you want performance, handling, and affordability. It's essentially the Miata for people that aren't Miata people. And the low center of gravity and optimal weight distribution help out-corner the competition. The Boxer engine might not be the most powerful, but that 6-speed manual and unique tuned exhaust note make for an engaging driving experience even when you just go to get groceries. And the tuning potential is huge. Go mild and you can do simple bolt-ons on the cheap, like intake, exhaust, and wheels, and look like $1 million. Or go wild and tackle your next science project by shoehorning a Ferrari V8 under the hood. Mild or wild, it don't matter, because if you're looking for a newer, affordable sports car, this is it. And for $13,500, you can get this iconic blue one on gold wheels.
Pretty expensive.
And have smiles for miles. Now, the ideal car score is 3 volts. If it were supercharged, it would be 5 out of 5, which is exactly what we here at Ideal are thinking about doing if we bought one for the channel. Would you watch it? Let us know below.
This guy,
Infiniti Nissan.
let me say, this guy bought a fucking R8, did like 1 or 2 videos, and then sold it. Like, what the fuck is this guy on about, bro?
G35 350Z. Infiniti is Nissan's luxury brand, so the G35 and 350Z is a similar platform, and you have to decide.
They are
what you
10K in
want.
the
Well,
Netherlands.
exterior design
I've
of the
looked.
350 has
I
a
am
sleek,
looking
aggressive
every damn
design
day.
with a distinct front end and long
I saw
hood.
some for like
335 on the other hand,
6,000,
has
but
a more
again,
refined and
like,
understated
not the
design
greatest.
With a chrome front grille and more
I did want
rounded
to buy it,
edges.
but
Hop inside,
people
the
were like,
G35 has
nah,
a more luxurious and spacious
don't buy it.
interior with high quality materials and more room for passengers. The 350Z has a more minimalistic interior with a focus on performance and functionality. And then there's performance. Both cars share the same 3.5 liter V6, so if you're trying to do mods, they both take them extremely well. Then Dun dun dun, there's price. Both can be found for under 10K, believe it or not. Like this silver G35 that just sold, as well as this silver 350Z. So, you have two different choices that are roughly the same flavor of ice cream.
Okay, yeah,
Yes,
so these prices are basically the same. We
And
don't really
you
have
are
the
stuck
Infinity
with what I think is a really cool four-door
around here, though.
with all the performance and good looks of the two-door. Yes, it's the G35 and you can pick it up for less than $2,500 a door. That's a wild first fun car. Now, the ideal car score, 3 bolts. With great choices if you're looking to mod, but they aren't the top tier. Number 3, Acura RSX Type S. Honda
Yeah,
NSX,
those are not
245,000
able to find here in the Netherlands.
71,000. Acura RSX Type S, $5,600.
We have Hondas, but not the
Yes,
RSX.
it is one of the top 5.
I would
best
love an
looking cars
RSS.
ever made,
I've
especially
seen
when
one
modded,
at, like, the
but
garage
it
over there,
is on
but,
the dollar for the insane looks
yeah,
and
15K to
performance.
20K
Now,
for that
the
car.
RSX Type S. Well, the S stands for sporty exterior cues plus sport tuned suspension, bigger sway bars, a strut bar, making it one of the best handling front wheel drive cars
They
ever.
look so
But
great,
let's not
though,
forget
so
the
good.
star of the show. It is easily the 2-liter dual overhead cam VTEC 4-cylinder engine that lands directly kind of in the middle of the alphabet, you know, the K series. It's one of the best motors ever made. Yes, it produces 200 horsepower at a hair-raising 7,400 RPM. And yes, you can jam it into gear using the close ratio 6-speed manual. And plus, it's an Acura, so it's just way more luxurious than a Honda. So, can you believe that one just sold for like Honda pricing? Under 6 racks? That's a steal of a deal.
When I
So
was
the
in
ideal
America,
car
every
score,
car was so expensive. Like,
5
every
volts.
fucking
They're
car
awesome,
was
but they're
like
kinda
5 to
showing
10K
their age
minimum.
now. Number 2, the BMW 335i.
I want one as well.
The 335i is a more modern, luxurious.
I am also looking for this car. They are 10K plus,
15K
15K for a good
yes,
one.
You know, the Mark IV Supra, I like that motor. It's just newer and pretty much as good. Now, if you're
It's
looking for a
not pretty
sports
much
car that
as
breaks
good,
necks
but
and
it's
hides
a
little secrets,
inline 6 twin
yes,
turbo,
that N54
usually.
twin turbo inline 6,
Yeah.
if modified correctly, can be a super car slayer. But insurance companies,
But it
they
does
don't know
have the
that.
BMW
They say
issues.
mid-tier 4-door sedan, or if you want longer doors,
Go for the coupe. I love the
Either
coupe.
way,
I
you
want
get
the
a
coupe,
lethal
bro.
combination of performance, power, luxury, and style that
The
is
back end
pretty
is
much
so nice.
irresistible. And the starting point of only $6,600 should leave you a ton
Oh.
of cheddar for some mods.
I would trade in my car immediately for that.
4.5 volts. If you're looking to tune, look
An
no
inline
further.
6 twin turbo, bro, buy
If you're looking
that
for the
car.
whole meal deal, well, at number 1, we have the E46 BMW 330i.
You know how
VHP.
expensive those
Now, you
cars
guys
have
know
become
that
here in the
everyone
Netherlands.
loves E46 M3s.
Expensive,
having owned
bro.
Not 1, 2, but 3 of them. It's the best generation BMW M3 ever, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That one's almost 90K. So, for about a tenth of the price, you can get yourself this baby M3. It's the rare and special BMW 330i CHP with most of the performance of an M car without the price or insurance costs. It's the 4-door M3 that everybody wished BMW had made. First, performance. Engine upgrades push the M54 power plant to 235 horses, and sport-tuned suspension with a higher final drive ratio offer quicker acceleration. Outside, you get a front bumper with larger intake, side skirts, a spoiler, and my favorite 18-inch wheels of all time. Hop inside and Alcantara is littered throughout. You can get an optional close ratio 6-speed manual with a thick boy wheel complemented with tricolor stitching. That all sounds really expensive, but the price is right today because one just sold for $7,600. So the ideal car score, 5 out of 5 volts. This is the car that you want to buy if you want something that is extremely fun to drive and is going to go up in value. But guys, price.
No. Yeah, it goes up in value, but for the first car, you would want to spend less and get more. Buy the 335i, the second best one, because, well, believe it or not, it has 2 turbos on it. It has a whole lot more potential to go fast. Yes, it will definitely break down on you because it's a BMW, and you know you will get the BMW hate and shit, but it is way better than the 330i. But yeah, the 330i will go up in value, but it will also break down, and because it's an old car. And yeah, not a lot of people would want to spend a lot of money on a car that's that old and also high mileage. So I would go for 335. Why? Because it can only go so low. Do you understand what I mean? Like, will those cars ever go down lower? I don't think so. Why? Because they are basically the new 240 SXs, the new Silvias. So they will also rise in value over time, believe it or not. And especially now that a lot of people have been crashing those cars, I would go for that one simply because it has 2 turbos on it, and it's so much fun to have a turbo car. Plus it is newer, it has better amenities, probably, hopefully. Go for the nice option ones, and well, yeah, little tune on it and you will be flying across everywhere, which is super nice. A 330i I also have been looking, but those cars and those prices, not really for me. 335i, I am very tempted, so go for that option, but do be warned, a lot of stuff and things. Peace.